Hey guys, Bear here, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. Gotta look for the body. Excuse me. Sorry.
Timeline detected nearby.
A recent set of tracks in the dirt stand out from the dead leaves and those made by passing creatures.
Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp. Scanning. Checking database of shoe sizes and height-weight ratios. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
Did that just tell us the...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
BB?
Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Great.
Agreed. Likely theory. Individual injured was unconscious, not dead, and walked away after awakening.
Oh. Strange. Let's keep this in mind. The province of profit.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Welcome back, brother. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist?
Someone saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your urine.
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time. I don't know why you seem to suggest I don't get others here, brother. Customers are my lifeblood. I had a visitor, yes, but as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now. Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her. Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters. Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump? Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
Did you shoot the body out of your gun?
Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing
Jeez.
someone over the head.
Actually, I don't think you killed anyone. Certainly
What?
not Helen.
Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it? No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike. I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets. No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen.
Great.
And
Do
is
I have
going
to
to use
massacre
that
more
information
people?
to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen?
Injustice.
Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
You're not special.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong?
Okay. Whatever, dude. I'm not reporting to him yet. Okay. Whoop. Where is this? I'll go down to here. Okay.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector? I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Oh, how careless of me. Actually, that's not the only way I was careless. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access.
Sweet.
Done. You can now come and go as you please. Please,
Okay.
What floor? If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an auto.
Great. Zarizo Ranger.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like... You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology.
You'll never take over Halcyon, Yuffie.
How does the scenery taste? Good, I trust. Wait a moment. You're not wearing a bellhop's ID, which must mean you're not Owen's understudy. None of this is curious indeed. You're here to investigate? That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something, a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been
Why do you
popular of
want to
late.
see my undergarments?
Do you mean to say you're not a fan? Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Oh! Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me, back when I starred in the Marauder's Bane, the absolute
Man, these guys are
picture
yapping.
of justice. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I hear you were poisoned.
Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly pronounced. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Oh, we've clashed almost non-stop about his slop preparation. He must have tainted my meal in retaliation. How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here before you. Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to incapacitate us both, disrupt the product launch. I couldn't say, Inspector. I'm merely an actor. None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect that they deserve. Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aetherwave star, spotted in gastronomic distress. Oh, unseemly hardly describes the half of it. Very well, then. Certainly. But one quick question before we begin, if I may. How was it that Bellamy met her end? How awful! Whoever did this must have been quite heartless. I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character. Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating.
Yeah, but someone that knows your schedule.
All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met that wonderful prophet of profitability. She taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering to be convincing. Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and with the second-degree burns afterwards. I owe that woman much. Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The unemployed cometh was shot on sight. That makes it, a few weeks. I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should.
Back to my other questions.
I'll answer whatever you wish.
Did you know how?
Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way, unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's Meteoroids.
Do you consider yourself a friend first?
I'll ask you this. If you'd been the star of cinema for years, then suddenly found yourself scrounging for bit parts while a younger person stole the limelight, how would you feel? In short, the two of us weren't close. But that's not to say my dislike of her was so extreme that I tried to do anything drastic.
Wow, there's too many people here.
Bellamy is one thing, but killing
With
her is another
reasons.
completely. It's also beneath me. Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of. I suppose that is enough on that grim subject. Oh, must I relive that ghastly event again? My but I suppose...
Oh, great.
I'm sure you're joking. Perhaps I'm not in my prime, but you... You think...
Okay. Not worth it.
What floor? Next stop.
Oh yeah, I need to
What
visit
floor?
the chef.
To the lobby.
Yo, what's up, Anwar?
Yes? Oh. You're...
Analysis of this stovetop reveals an approximating proximity to volatile gases. Searching slug work log. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack. Most corporations have regular clean. Slug already unlike.
That was it?
You have a look that screams, I have something to ask you about. Well, please, ask away. I have no problem with questions. Why would I? Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest. Oh my law, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings. Okay, I wasn't the one who did it, but I might have been mistaken when I said I was constantly watching Helen's food. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients.
Okay.
Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd... Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meal... While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply... If you wish to speak with him... Well, it's a breach of What? Truly? That's an alarming business oversight. Instead of volatile chemicals, the corporations should put barbiturates in everything. But I don't believe that was a risk with Helen. I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. Thank you for your understanding.
Okay, cool. That should give me at least something. Something to work with.
Have you seen the profit of profitability of late?
Great.
Smile, damn you! Oh, I just want to be your friend! Did I hear something? Just wanted to make you smile!
Oh my. There we go. Anyways. Okay, and then perks, I get another one. Yep, sounds good. It was a key item, wasn't it? Oh, I'm still in combat. Oh, okay, the combat enemy. Okay.
Greetings. Bureaucratic processes are currently... Please speak clearly. All requests for security bits received if you would like. Error. File all unit. How may... Unexpected. What do you think you're doing? Nothing to publicly process here.
I don't need the money anyways. This be the one?
What floor would you like to visit? If you see...
I could not have waited another instant for your... Ask me anything. Oh? Have you? What? That damn... Well, if you must know, it's... an appetite... Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through... Oh, well, there's... Maybe I just wanted to see what... As it so happens, I may not have had the terror... But before you indict me, please, just... She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die. No, really. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of... Please think... Thank you very much, Inspector.
Okay.
What floor? Next stop.
Okay. Let's talk.
Inspector. I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate. Oh, dear law. Please tell me there wasn't another woolly cow involved. Every ranger is contractually obligated to medicate themselves with company-approved stimulants. Are you telling me Black Hole Bertie has been playing clean all these years? Huh, that's impressive. A breach of contract, but impressive. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Bertie killed Helen? I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation. I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Birdie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. If you're through investigating Birdie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon. He's been entirely too comfortable since we began this investigation. I don't trust Cedric when he's comfortable. Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner. Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large. Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leva's followers. So, tell me, what did you find? Really? What makes you say that? Well, that makes things almost too easy for us. But I'd like your opinion first. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer? I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
Yay. I'm gonna be so good at hacking by the end of this game.
What floor?
Yeah. I have no clue who did it. No way, my health didn't go up when I used the... Okay.
What?
You got an appointment? Appoint? Yeah. No. If Mr. Kincannon doesn't...
Okay.
You're not allowed up with no appointment.
Well now, this is unexpected. Now then. Let's... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine? An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people. Which, as I said, you should not trust. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? I'm considering a line of commemorative merchandise. Still, that's nothing compared to what Helen would have made us in the long run. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I have a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
Unfortunate.
You may very well want to. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. Before you ask, I know the difference. Nothing unsavory, and nothing Ludovico shouldn't know about, if that's your concern. As to the specifics, I'm not sure. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo. I'm obliged. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me. Oh, I never subcontract out that type of work, Inspector. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside. Transmission receiver location. Inspector, please consider speaking into the... Poor woolly cow impression. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise... Analysis in the area within a... That it...
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
Timeline discrepancy. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the... Due to the high level of... Based on the accumulated...
What was that?
Okay. Yeah.
Hi there. Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector. Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in. Feel free to have a look around, sir.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect? Perps! Just like a real inspector. Right, so the missing cargo. How can I help your investigation? That's the weird part. There's no pattern, far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop? Yeah, probably not. No one's dumb enough to think Spacer's Choice Sabers are worth half a damn. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder. That's probably not their motive. No. Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager, he told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo. Could be. Those things'll break if you so much as look at them funny. That's Benton's area, but don't bother asking him for help. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead. It won't bother him any if you have a look yourself, though. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe they're keen on cashing out and want to go as painfully as possible. I don't know. Boskin Cannon's office is where he holds most of his meetings with important folks like Miss Helen. Just about all negotiations happen in his office too. Vendor pricing, major purchase orders, rentals for construction projects, you name it. Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours. Oh no, I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal. Nah, I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing though, if that helps any.
Okay. Sounds good. Blank. Are you guys still angry with me?
What the?
Yep. Cool. Now I'm dead. Looks like I've got to kill everyone. Again.
What was that?
Oh. Fuck. So, why do I even have a revolver again?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger. There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed. For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Great.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. How can this... Certainly. Ejecting. Alert. Failsafe pro... Understood. This unit is programmed to facilitate user... The ejected data log contains instructions to move cargo shipment 6. It also contains instructions to move randomized cargo shipments. Apologies. Kill mode. Terminated.
Why is there two? Who's messaging me? Oh. Okay. Now I have to kill all those people again.
What the? Huh?
Gotta get
Who's
down!
Who's that?
Okay. Cool projectile bro. Oops, I didn't mean to use that. Whatever. Let's go get our information. Let's have our shotgun pulled up.
Timeline discrepancy detected near.
Firearm safety manuals, maybe.
Inspect the stand. There. Once.
Shotgun?
Loading. How? Alert.
Good shit. Alright, Cedric.
Thought I saw something. Put him in the dirt!
Went the wrong way. Yeah.
Inspect. To what? Ooh. Hacking the Automex, but a cover. I must say it. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where they're. Am I right to think what? Not quite. I lent it to Halcyon. That or This is Helly. Yes, There is, however, a slight chronological incongruency to it. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me... Again, I appreciate your... I wish you luck with your investigation, though Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire.
Who? Who could it be? Okay, I'm gonna take this call. And then that'll be it.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found. That doesn't surprise me. Cedric practically stole his way to Eridanos. He'll do everything in his power to keep you off his trail. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death? I'm pleased to hear that. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain. Well, I'm glad to... I beg... I'm a defensive inspector. If you... Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me. Forget what I said. Damn it, someone's under...
Whoever the real killer is.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no man.
That's fun. Look at this team, we're gonna do great. Oh yeah. Accept. Wait, me. Oh, I still have 10 more points. Yeah. Well, thank you all for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Adieu.